Hello, Earth signs. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This is the general reading for Earth signs. My name's Serenity. Take what does and leave what doesn't. Wow. Someone I would have a problem speaking here already. Okay. Wow. If some of you Earth signs are dealing with an air sign, got the same message. They're unexpected, so some of you are going to get some unexpected news here. And you also got at the bottom of the deck acceptance. Okay, so I'm going to read to you acceptance first, but you need to accept the unexpected. This is for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There's only right now. The affirmation: I accept where I am and who I am right now. When we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we are often confronted with what really is. This realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it's too hard to bear or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. Each of us, at some time, has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what actually is eventually confronts us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting? Or do we retreat back into our illusion and remain stuck or unchanging? Choosing to accept ourselves fully and the position we are in enables us to take this next step towards growth. When we can plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here it is, exactly where I am, and I accept it fully, then we can take the next steps confidently, honestly, powerfully towards where we now wish to head. Accepting where we are right now in this fullness allows us to also accept that there may be some chaos in our change before there is full order again. This can be exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. I hear some of you could be on the course and got air and earth in your chart. And I also want to read then unexpected. I believe the same cards, similar. Very similar. The unexpected. No matter how well you plan, there's always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrence can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. The affirmation is, I trust in myself and in life. In the old farmer's almanac, a blue moon was described as the third full moon in a season that had 4 full moons. The newer and now more accepted description is that the blue moon is when there are 2 full moons in one calendar month. Either way, it is a rare occurrence and has inspired the saying, once in a blue moon, when describing an event or a behavior that only happens rarely. The energy and power of the blue moon can be best taken advantage of by setting intentions on these moons of things that you really want but have never felt could happen. And remember, what did I say? I remember. Well, some of you remember something. I refer to a big wishes, the almost miracle stuff we would be both delighted and supported about if it manifests after setting blue moon's intentions. You have to manifest around that period of time. Don't sit there hoping it will just happen though. Try to take clear, practical steps towards these big, seemingly faraway intentions and help the universe along. Some of us love surprises, some of us don't. But I don't think anyone can go through life without sometimes having the unexpected happen to them. While some professions in particular, such as the military and the medicine, try to plan for everything that could go wrong, life sometimes finds a way to outsmart the most thorough of plans. This is simply life. Although it's important for us to know where, how, and why we're traveling down a particular path, we should always make room for the expected and the unexpected. Wow. Yes, I do hear. Yes, you are dealing with, some of you are dealing with Aquarius, and yes, it was an unexpectedly breakup for some of you. Okay. What's in the dark came to the light for some of you. Let's see. Some of you though, unrequited love. Somebody could have some infertility or inability to bear children here, or you could be dealing with somebody who's going through this. But for some of you, they could be unable to feel joy or experience life to the fullest right now for some of you. Some of you, it's unrequited love. You may not be ready for a relationship for some of you, and you may subconsciously be choosing a lover knowing that the relationship won't work. And this is your way of avoiding pain and rejection here, air signs. Okay? But for some of you, the bottom's out, trouble is underway. Okay? Thinking like a victim or martyr will keep your life in a downward spiral here for some of you. Because your plans and your projects are in jeopardy here. Your home life may be disrupted, and any area of your life is open to conflict here. No matter how powerful and safe you are, trouble will find you here, earth signs. Okay, so let's see what the message coming in for earth signs, sun, moon, Venus rising. Unexpected. In the past year, some of you were a player. Some of you had emotional problems, or you was dealing with somebody who was Aries, Leo, Sagittarius who had emotional problems, okay, and couldn't commit to the relationship. There was no discipline. This person got angry very easily. They were very brash, cocky, and had an attitude, okay. But it seems like if some of you got fire in your chart, earth signs, this is how you're coming across, because it seems like coming across as if you're successful, but it's all an act. Some of you are keeping some dark secrets here and can be extremely cruel and abusive. Some of you promise a relationship, but leave after you get what you want. Some of you have been very charming or very superficial, or you was dealing with somebody who was very charming and very superficial. That's for some of you. Okay, that was in your past there. This was somebody who was coming in and out somebody's life. It could be you or somebody you're dealing with here. So, in the present moment here for earth signs, what message do they need to know? Some of you are setting yourself free here, okay? But for some of you, you're drowning in details. Your view of the big picture is kind of obscured by something. It seems to be too many choices. Some of you is a lack of clarity and the direction for some of you. Some of you have developed a strategy and you need to stick to it. But for some of you need to kind of research carefully, because it seems to be a radical new ideas are needed here right now. Some of you, there is new beginnings are possible once you set yourself free, because some of you is self-sabotage there, okay? Some of you are coming out of prison. Some of you need to plan carefully though and execute your plan. But you're a player from the Himalaya, I'm hearing. Okay, some of you are trying to set yourself free from a player. Okay, go where you're self-sabotaging yourself and you're going over events over and over again in your head. Some of you are setting yourself free, because some of you could end up getting some bad news here. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a child. Okay, or dealing with somebody under 30. Person could be shy, self-involved. This person may embrace new ideas and trends. Okay? He is somewhat materialistic and makes rash decisions here. He is prone to making mistakes. He argues over minor points. He's neither trustworthy nor respected. He will pass through your life without changing it, this person here, I'm hearing. Definitely could be dealing with a fire sign, air sign, or an earth sign. Three fire strongly here. Bottom of the deck, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who feels rejected here. Okay. This is a person who lacks strength to fight for their own point of view. They're unrealistic, they're unable to communicate with others on the project. They seem to be creating conflict that is holding up progress here. Someone needs to prepare or update the will here because someone's not well. Okay? There will be a change in your affairs. There could be conflict. And this seems to continue to kind of dominate your life here, Earth signs, because you could be dealing with a fire sign here who's very controlling, overbearing, quick to anger. They've got interpersonal relationships, and at work they're not very good with people. They're very judgmental, very intolerant of others. Their lifestyles and their opinion and their ignorance. Okay? Because he seems to be close to some new ideas, or this person prefers to maintain their status quo. But there seems to be some kind of prejudice or rigid this person is. This person creates conflict and unhappiness for you here, okay, because of rejection. But every rejection is God's protection I hear, okay? We seem to have a lot of conflict with this person because they rejected you. Some of you, you're going to receive some bad news, okay, regarding a player that you need to set yourself free from, okay? Some of you could have even lost out financially to this person. For some of you, you could have a child for this person who's very argumentative, or a mother here who's very brash and cocky. But someone's could be getting their wish here. Okay, some of you could have had a child, that could have been your wish. Some of you are setting yourself free. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a young Virgo, or it could be a child, or someone underneath 30. Okay, but this person has distrust of others here. They refuse to listen to others' advice. This short-sightedness may be their undoing, though, because they're dwelling on the past and it's holding them back from progressing here. Because for some of you, they're rushing to a decision to create most of your problems here. If you keep doing what you have always done, the results will always be the same here, air signs. Some of you need to rely on others and trust their judgment. Okay? That's for somebody here. Because, some of you right now, you're kind of trying to set yourself free from a player. Or if you were the player, you're trying to change your ways because somebody was juggling here. Okay? Could have been juggling your mother, baby mother. Okay? Somebody was just rushing in and out. Somebody who was very argumentative. Somebody here is not working, or it's not working. They're struggling. They're realizing this. Someone was dishonest in business. Okay? Either you or whoever you're dealing with, it seems like your reputation as well as your long-term goals are in jeopardy here. Some of you could be a lack of insight into problems that could affect your judgment. Some of you, you're extremely short-sighted here. Some of you need to look into the future here because there's been some careless spending here. Some of you need to get some kind of bids or quotes before making a decision. Okay? Some of you could be having conflict with your partnership in business here. Okay? Could be in a work environment for some of you. Somebody could be partying too hard and overindulging with drink, drugs, or alcohol. Someone's going to get some bad news here regarding somebody here needs to go within and seek some form of enlightenment here. Okay? Yeah, so it could be somebody in the family. Like I said, it could be a child, a son. But somebody here needs to heal. Someone's very immature, they're lazy, they're lacking ambition. There could be some crisis in their confidence at this moment. Some of you may have lost your belief in your abilities. Okay? Some of you might be in a low point in your life right now. It seems like any facets of your life is at risk here. Your future's in doubt. Could even possibly loss of a job, home, or loved one here. There could be relationship troubles for some of you. Some of you have got a broken engagement. Some of you deal with the reality of your situation here. Just need to, because it's not working. Because someone was juggling in their relationship or in their family. Someone could have lost a job, like I said. And someone's holding back here. Someone's trying to, could be to do with an inheritance or a gift or a large sum of money that might lead to some arguments as well, earth signs. Because someone's being very possessive and very selfish. For some of you, though, you try to keep all the money for yourself, and it's foolish to try and control others' actions or the situation around you right now. Because someone here is resisting to the change, is affecting your judgment here. And I hear there's a contract that is signed or agreement is reached because you're going to be in a position of some form of authority. But the outcome to your problem is uncertain here, earth signs, as you may not make you happy. Because this card with the Five of Swords here reversed, it's a lot of nerve, indecisiveness, weakness, inability to adapt to change, and a retreat into stereotypical thinking here. Because others seem to take advantage of you here, earth signs. And you seem to be putting work above your own needs will hurt you in the long run here. Yeah, definitely could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but it's going to be some form of you put your work or work for your relationship or anything like that. It's like self-sabotage. Okay, you're not investing in, you know what I mean? You're supposed to kind of work to live, not live to work. Some of you are doing it vice versa, okay? And it's not working, and the family's not happy because you're not contributing. I hear for some of you with your time or your emotions. Some of you are being a player, okay? Someone could have got somebody pregnant through juggling here. And there's going to be, someone could have gone through some poverty in the path, and someone needs to make a decision now and choose a new path after going through a major change. Because there's going to be an ending. Wow, somebody may have to go to court. I'm hearing. Take a drink. Wow. Yeah. Someone's not happy. Some of you are going to end a relationship. And some of you, you might get some bad news regarding a child or a son that could have died. And my condolence to you. I think you and the air signs may be going to the same funeral. And some of you could be setting yourself free, but you're kind of overindulging in alcohol or partying too hard here. Some of you could be having problems with physical intimacy. Some of you, your lovers seem to drift apart. Some of you are eating and drinking to excess. There could be possibly robbery or theft of your possessions here as well, so be careful. Because someone might try to cheat you out of money here. Okay? Or vice versa, you may try to cheat somebody else out of money, but it's not going to work. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay? Because someone's going to come to an end here, and some of you are going to be left out in the cold financially here. Because for some of you, you're going to be forced to handle several types of responsibilities simultaneously, and that's not going to be your strength here, earth signs, because work is monotonous, and each day is a drudgery for some of you. Some of you need to rethink the basic ideas before your work and projects. Some of you, they may be doomed because the basic underlying idea is not sound. Because for some of you, you need to correct this, then you might get things back on track. Because some of you are juggling a baby mama, some of you are just coming in and out, and it's going to lead to some form of poverty because you sacrifice, you sacrifice your home life for finance. For some of you earth signs, you know, and some of you may have to go to court for a reverse. It could be unexpected, okay? Some of you need to accept things for what they are now, because there's going to be conflict here. Someone could be giving up here, alright? Could be you, okay? But it seems like you're keeping your feelings to yourself here, Earth sign in the past, especially. Because now a new path has opened up. Some of you are standing your ground and feel that you need to defend yourself, okay? But some of you feel like you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea because you're going to have to make a decision that's not going to be an easy decision to make, okay? Some of you, it could be regarding a holiday or ending a relationship for some of you, okay? Or moving home, okay? For some of you, something's coming to an end here because you're not happy in the family, okay? You feel betrayed, you're going within. Some of you's going to get some bad news here. Could be a death in the family for some of you as well. Like I said, my condolence. Tell me about this coffin here. But remember, every ending is a new beginning. Some of you here, you're feeling kind of hemmed in by your problems here, going through some form of mental stress, right? For some of you, you could be taking your time, okay, to go forward. Some of you are workaholics and you're feeling stressed in your job. And some of you here, it could be because you like the praise or the congratulations or somebody there patting you on your back. But there's lies and betrayal, so it doesn't make the situation any worse. I'm hearing for some of you, okay? Some of you could be in a third party situation here because someone's going to deceive you here and it will hurt you here. Earth signs, okay? Someone could have had several choices and put you in a third party situation here, alright? Somebody could be up in their ego or their pride. This could be somebody you live with or married to for some of you, okay? Someone just is up in the ego, I'm hearing. Let's see what other message is coming out for you here. This is for Earth signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what the message is coming out for you. We got the Queen of Pentacles here, top of the Five of Wands, okay? The card that's come out for you here is Healing Heart. Someone's healing from heartache here, and it seems like it's you here, Earth signs, okay? In the past, freedom from a toxic relation or some form of addiction here, some of you are, okay? When it concerns the Four of Wands here for Earth signs, what other message do Earth signs need to know? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. You've got self-indulgence, from self-worth, time to heal. Some of you, there could be some shadow work going on around you. And some of you need to start self-appreciating, loving yourself, I'm hearing. Okay? Some of you right now, though, you're kind of procrastinating because you're going through some mental stress right now. Okay? Some of you are people pleasers, are hearing OP people or taking on other people's problems, I'm hearing. Because you got the mirror. So some of you are mirroring each other. Some of you, it's like your self-image, that's all you care about. Some of you, your relationship reflects your wounds here because people can see in you what's going on. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's mirroring back to you, yourself. Or what you don't like in yourself. The only person you can change is yourself because you can't change nobody else here, Earth signs, okay? And for some of you, though, it could be a breakup or separation in your relationship, okay? But some of you need to stop the pattern, okay? Same script, different cast, okay? Some of you could be doing some silent treatment or receiving silent treatment, or some of you feel like you feel abandoned, okay? But some of you, like I hear, every rejection is God's protection. Some of you need to let go and let God. Let's see who else is in your environment. Some of you could be communicating to a courting man, okay? And some of you could be courting your soulmate. We'll see if it's a karmic or your soulmate, but it's only for short term, so it could be a karmic that's coming to your life for a season, for a reason. Let's see. Some of you, though, you are in a triangle, okay? Somebody has to choose between two. Somebody's controlling you here, or you're controlling somebody here, Earth sign, and using somebody like a puppet, okay? And it could be somebody you have children with, okay? Because children could be involved, but there's going to be some gossip going on because it could be regarding some form of finance or a long-term relationship or some form of inheritance here. Okay? And some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Like I said, some of you could be a blonde female you're dealing with. It's a true gem who's dealing with a dark male who has them in an open relationship. If this resonates with you, Earth signs, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.